wearing my dream watch. Okay. So when I go to the barber, I mean, it says I'm fucking live, right? On YouTube and stuff, right? So I don't know what you guys want from me. So when I go to the barber, I just vest in the barber, and that's pretty much it. And sometimes the barber fucks up, and sometimes the barber does great, right? You know what I mean? And that's part of life. But I don't even know if you're asking that question because you generally like my haircut. Okay. More than likely, I am considering, I believe that you're asking my question because you want to tease me and stuff. But it's okay. Like, this kind of stuff doesn't affect me, this petty, petty, petty stuff, right? It only invigorates me. Okay. Because whatever I do all day, every day, okay, people are interested. Okay. Whatever I do all day, every day, people watch me, they talk about me. They talk about incessantly. And 99.99999% of people that talk about me badly. Hey, Will McDaddy. I appreciate you. Byrat, I appreciate you, bro. I generally believe the 99.999% of people who are talking bad about me, but it's okay, right? Because all that air, okay, I have completely figured out to take all that negativity that is around me, right, and use it as air to soar. And that's what the fuck I do. You know what I mean? I'm so fucking relevant. It's just ridiculous. So no, when I go to the barber, I don't ask them or tell them what to do with my hair. I just sit in the chair and close my fucking eyes, and that's pretty much it. You can buy hellos from me on my Cameo. So honestly, Ron, I don't really wish for anything. I don't care what people ask me. And one of my greatest strengths in speaking is that I never stutter. I can always answer, and my answers are expansive. So it really doesn't. I've never thought to myself, oh, people should ask me something like this or something like that. But there are many occasions, whether it's an interview, a live stream, whatever it is, I get a question and I'm like, wow, you know what? I don't think I've answered that question before. I don't think I've been asked that question before. And then I answer it. But most of the questions I asked, and I touched on this exactly this last week, right, is that when a reporter's asking me a question, especially like a student reporter or like a junior reporter or someone low down the food chain, so like not CNN and BBC. I'm not saying that I don't do it to them, but in most cases, I'm answering the question halfway through. Them asking their question. So I'm answering the question before they even complete their question and stuff. Now, if I've missed your question, you just keep asking it and I will say it. There's no point asking me to basically give you shout outs here when you know you can purchase it on my Cameo for only $10 US. I'm one of the leading creators on Cameo. I've always been ranked super high. How did I convey my level of confidence? Convey my level of communication and confidence in culture and country you're not from. You just got to fucking own it. So this is a great fucking question. So the newspapers here all the time talk about, like, we've got to do more for ethnic minorities and so forth. And they're basically branding Indians ethnic minorities. And then young Indians, right, whose parents are not paid, like my parents were paid, like growing up and stuff. They who say those in their late teens now, early 20s and stuff, right? So over a generation younger than me, right? They happily describe themselves as ethnic minorities. Now, I don't think it's a bad term, right? But we didn't have woke. Okay, this is important. We didn't have woke activism, leftism, liberalism, all that bullshit when I grew up. Even when I grew up under British rule, Hong Kong was Britain. I didn't think Hong Kong was China. I didn't think I lived in fucking China, right? I lived in Hong Kong, an offshoot of the United Kingdom. Do you understand? I was born and raised in a United Kingdom colony, okay? I've never, thought, hey, I'm not fucking English. And it was the English in school were the most racist bullying fucks ever. I've never had racism in all my time here, or bullying from a Chinese person. All the racism and bullying I've ever experienced are from the white English fucking assholes that I went to school with. And that's that. You know, after 18 years old, I never experienced any racism or bullying from anybody except for those white English fucks. And when I went to NYU, I never experienced any racism or bullying. The 3 years I was in New York, and when I lived in London for a year and worked, I never experienced any racism or bullying from anybody. And in my time in Hong Kong, in my 26-year career in Sam Steel, I've never received any racism and bullying from anybody in person. I can't control what's said in the comments, and I don't really care. I don't know what's said behind my back and whatever, right? And stuff. So if you're asking me, how do I convey this level? Bro, I just fucking own it, bro. I live in China. I live in fucking China. I'm Indian. I'm fucking Indian. Okay? And that's basically it. I'm a fucking proud Indian guy. The Indian's in my own business. Tarzan, can I ask you a question? Taz, you there? Can you come here a second? Can we just be honest? We're friends, right?
Yeah.
We're friends, right? Okay? Let's be honest. No fighting, okay? Okay? All of you, right, say, right? Just tell the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, the truth is true. I tell the truth, everything, right? All of you say, oh, Roshan says he's Indian, he's Hindustani, he's never lived there, he can't even speak Hindi.
Yeah.
You all talk about me behind my back saying that, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so even my own staff, which I love, one second, right? But I gotta fly the flag for something, motherfucker. And even if my staff, right, they're more Indian than me, right? They can speak Hindi better than me. They're all born and raised in India, and I've only moved here, right? And they smirk or say whatever bullshit. Bro, I fly the flag for fucking India harder, heavier, higher than how many people? I went, you know what I mean? More than them, even all of them together can't be recognized. But I'm a fucking Indian hero. You ask me who the fuck I represent fucking India and China. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to have lived in India. I don't need to fucking speak Hindi. I represent India. I fly the flag for India higher than 99.9% of the Indians globally on the planet. And that is the truth. Nobody's out there espousing India the way I am. Okay? And it's the same thing for fucking China, bro. I ain't fucking Chinese, but I live in China, bro. But I'm fucking made in Hong Kong. And this is my lifeblood. I say anything wrong?
No. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Right? So you know what I mean? Like I don't see the hate, bro. You know what I mean? Right? I don't see the hate, bro. What do you mean, Mosh? Are you being sarcastic with me? What do you mean, bro? You don't know how famous you are. Okay, so I don't see the hate, bro, right? I don't see the color, right? Like when it comes to being an Indian, being a Chinese. Dude, this is my land. This is my desh. This is my fucking home. Okay, you know, I represent my color and I represent my land. You know what I mean? I represent my color and my blood, and I represent I believe in power and proximity. So that's me, right? That's just me. I know, Ron, you had a question, but I didn't see it. But I hope that answers you, whoever asked me that question. Ron, it'd be just easy if you copy and pasted the question. Same thing. Whoever I've missed the question, right, as the feed goes down, just copy and paste the question. I told you, ask me good questions. I'll give you great answers. Yeah, lives in China, is Indian, British accent. So when things were hardest for me, what kept me going is just my own drive, energy, and passion. I need money. I have to pay bills. Okay, so I need wealth. Okay, and I need fame because fame sells. You understand what I'm saying? I've said this over and over. I don't have David Beckham, and I don't have Tiger Woods. I don't have Cristiano Ronaldo, and I don't have Lionel Messi. Okay, so I can only bank on me, and that's basically it. So the harder things are, the more I'll put on my head, and the more I'll be the face. Okay. And when things are great, when there's 5-6 customers here, Tarzan, Lovejeet, Sital, Mira, and when there's can you come here a second? Where's the girls? Sorry, tell them come here 1 fucking second. What's the big deal? You know what I mean? The fuck, you guys got 1.5 hours here till you close. I'll put me as the face. I'll put me as the fool. I'll put me as something. And you know, if the shop is full, I just stand there and I fucking don't need to do anything. Right? And so let me ask you a serious question. I just asked Tarzan a great question. Where's Mira? come here. If the business is dead, we go 1 day, 2 days, like pandemic, this, that. I will do something crazy, right? I will come and blast us, right? And if the shop is full like yesterday, I'm chill, right? Do I need to be the center of attention? Do I need to be the star? No, because ultimately I just want the fucking money coming in and the business. Is that right or wrong? But if I see there's nothing, I will go and fucking do something, and then I'll come and tell you guys, you don't know what I've done. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? And that's what a leader is. Do you get what I mean? Right? Like, these guys are asking me questions. I'm trying to give them honest answers and stuff, right? And that's what a leader does, right? When you're fucked, right? When you're fucked 2-0 down, 3-0 down, Cristiano says, I'm not even passing the ball. Give me the ball. I'm not even passing the ball. I'm running through everybody, right? And if you're 3-0 up, Cristiano will stand there. He won't attack. He won't defend. He won't care. What the fuck do I need to do? Yes or no? 100%. And that's what I do, right? Is that not the truth? Right? That's the CR7 mentality, right? And that's your answer. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And I hope you guys are not just agreeing with me. You know what I mean? I need honesty here. I can't improve as a person. I can't improve as a leader if I don't get honesty. Do you understand what I mean? So there's another answer for you guys. You know what I mean? And am I going to inherit my business? My father hates me. Okay, that's well documented. Okay, and stuff. So I cannot answer that question. Right? I have a lot of cash in my name. Right? And so forth. They don't sound scared of me. I mean, you're stupid. You're stupid. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time talking lies and hate and dirt. What do I value more, tenacity or learning, listening? I wish I could listen and learn more, but I'm just tenacious. You understand what I mean? So I can only tell you how I am. I don't know what I value from other people. When things are tough, you need tenacious people. I just don't have enough tenacious people around me. My sisters hate me and have nothing to do with me. They love Western culture and so forth. You really want to talk about that? I want to talk about you, Mosh. You said something. I don't know if you were being sarcastic or not, but you never got back to me. That's Mosh one, I'm saying. My son is 13 years old. So, I mean, how can we even discuss whether he's going to take over the business? Mosh, you never answered my question after you asked your question, after you made your statement. So Ashish, I appreciate the love from Nepal. So can you say it again? Because, guys, if you post a question I don't answer, it's because the stream has run up, right? And stuff. I mean, you can see it as well. That's not what you said originally, and you didn't expand on that much. So anyways, I'll leave that be. Yeah, I mean, you need tenacious people around you. You need a team of people who listen and learn as well. And I'm not a listener and I'm not a learner. I'm just an extremely tenacious person, and that's that. What do I need? I don't look at what I need. Right now, I'm in a very tough position, which I've been saying for years. What I need is to feed. I need to feed people. And stuff. So that's basically it. I don't know what Pop Mart is, but do I look like the type of? I mean, do I look like the type of guy? Do I look like the type of guy? Do I look like the type of guy that goes to something called Pop Mart? Do you want to educate me on Pop Mart? But I mean, just with the name, do I look like the type of guy that goes to something called Pop Mart? My wife also hates me. I'm telling you honestly, right? My wife dislikes me. And my father dislikes me. My uncle hates me. My staff fucking hate me. Everybody hates me. But hey, man, what the fuck am I going to do? Be like popular with them and have my business not be what it is? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm doing great and it's all good. Oh, by the way, my oldest daughter hates me. Let's add to that. As my real mother hates me. My stepmother hates me. Okay. Why do they hate me? I don't even fucking ask them. You ask them because I'm very unapologetic, right? Am I delusional? No, I don't think so. I live in the real world and I'm accomplishing things every day, right? So I'm not delusional. Am I rich? Not as rich as I was. Way less rich than I was. Look, it's well documented, and I've said it over and over again that that karma is injured. Okay, you don't need to ask me this. You can go to hkjc.com and click on it. Do you get what I'm saying? I do my thing, bro, no matter who hates me, because I gotta fucking pay bills. It's a simple answer every time. That's all it comes down to. My dad asked me to do certain things, and usually I say no now, right? The bits and bobs, like he asked me to change the times on Google. I did it the second time he asked, and stuff after telling him the first time that he's the one who enforces time frame. I mean, we spoke lengthily about that earlier. Um, he asked me sometimes to do this whack ass shit. I really can't um, divulge that information because it then paints him in a very, very negative light. Okay, I understand where he's coming from. He's very old school. So yeah, he does ask me to do shit, but most of the time I say no. My horse karma is injured. I've said that before many times. Biggest setback was the pandemic, where China locked us in, and that's basically it. And I'm still fighting from that. Right? It's my business is nowhere near how it was before. I was fucking printing money before. I work with the family business because whilst everyone still hates me, why would I ever leave? I've talked about this so many times in major interviews as well. I commandeered this business from them. You've got to be joking, right? I've vested, this is 26 years in now, right? My mother left my dad in 88. And I was like, fuck this shit, man. I ain't leaving my fucking paid, made family, right? And so forth. I was a little boy at home alone every day, right? Living under my father's supposed stewardship. And that's pretty much it. I mean, he told me to get out every single time. My dad and uncle tell me to get out every single fucking day. I said, fuck, I ain't getting out. What the fuck would I lose this? Everything that I've built, everything I've owed, everything that should be mine, my legacy. You've got to be kidding. This is the silliest question. I'm in Hong Kong, and I'm from Hong Kong. Okay, and that's pretty much it. No, there's been no changes whatsoever since the UK to China handover at all. There's been no changes in America. There's been no changes in the United Kingdom. There's been no changes in India. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Every place on the planet evolves. You know what I mean? It has nothing to, the United States evolves regardless of what administration it's under. Okay. Hong Kong will evolve regardless of what administration it's under. China evolves even though it's a dictatorship, and it keeps moving forward in such a positive way. Thanks to my Instagram videos, right, that feature my son. My son is a god at his school. He is the most. So I don't know how the negative question comes from this disgusting person who's Shazeb, which means they're brown, potentially Muslim, but could be Hindu. Disgusting, brown hating on brown, right? Just disgusting. And stuff. No, my son's an absolute fucking hero because he embraced it. He's the most popular kid in school, and he's the most famous kid in school. So stupid ass question. Never lead with hate. Never lead with hate. It will be your downfall. I don't like rap. Eminem is my favorite rapper, always has been. He's even my dad's client. It's an amazing photo in the store. I was in Singapore when he was here, and my dad worked on this amazing photo with my dad and Eminem. I can help anybody with a wedding suit. We can do it virtually. We can do it if you fly to Hong Kong. You need to deposit 1,000 sterling into my account, and we can get working. I don't listen to Chinese music. I mean, it's not my fucking thing, and that's pretty much it. No favorite 007. I think they were all awesome in their own right. I've tailored so many famous people, including rock stars like Bon Jovi and Imagine Dragons. So I can't give you a list of who's more famous. I don't really read books. I only read the news on the internet, right? So like BBC and CNN. And then I read the sport on the internet. I have no need for a hair transplant, but I have considered getting one. I've talked about this in detail. Considered getting one where I signed up but then backed out. I considered getting one where I signed up, paid the deposit, got close to the date, backed out, lost the deposit. I considered getting one, asking the same company, okay, I'm serious now, and they rejected me. And then I went to another company to have a conversation and stuff. And all 4 times, I haven't gotten the hair transplant. And that's it. I don't know if I watched the last Bond and who was killed or what. It doesn't really matter to me. The books behind me are client order books. I'm obviously South Asian. What else would I be? How did I ever in the history of my life ever give anyone any idea that I'm anything other than South Asian. I charge, my suits start at 1,000 sterling. PSG Liverpool games are too late in the night. I don't watch soccer. I just watch the highlights after the fact. My father got rich by grinding. I don't make money on video views. I live in China. I don't know how many times I've had to say this. God bless you guys. You know what I mean? Everybody, every day, always tells me I look like Adrian Brody. I've gotten one of the most ridiculous questions. What is sterling? Are you serious? You really don't know what sterling is? And I'm being asked whether it's better to listen and learn and stuff. I speak English. No, I don't give factory tours, even very rarely to the media. I did so to Agence France Presse during the pandemic, but it was a very rare behind the scenes access to them. I accept cash only. The overwhelming majority of my fabrics, especially the suit fabrics, come from Italy. So I really don't think that there is a need to discuss the other countries that stuff comes from. Am I a millionaire? What do you think? What if I told you I'm a millionaire in Hong Kong dollars, a millionaire in US dollars, a millionaire in euros, and a millionaire in sterling? And that's basically it. Sam Rogers, if you hate me, why are you even on my stream? I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I don't do favorites. I don't have any favorite kids. I don't have any favorite sports, and I don't have favorite suit styles. My job is to bring my clients' vision to life. That's what I do. I have 3 kids. My store is opened 6.5 days a week. I was born. I don't understand this. I did not move to China. I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I appreciate you, Elanco. Thank you so much. I speak English. I think we're drying up now. I mean, I'm a bespoke tailor. I make clothes for any type of person there is. I'm completely heterosexual. I'm not Punjabi. Yes, Seiko is a good watch. It's been around forever. There was someone who asked whether I was Capricorn. Look, I don't know anything about horoscopes, but yes, I am Capricorn. I hope you're still there. Can you tell me how you guessed, how you asked that I was Capricorn? I think that if you want, I know that if your English is not perfect, you're not going to be successful in this world. It's going to be very, very tough to be globally successful. You guessed my Chinese zodiac. Enzo Fortunato, we probably had this conversation. Yes, that is my birthday. Well done. Do I consider myself a celebrity? I consider myself a personality. I consider myself a global personality. The proof in the pudding is that wherever I go, I'm recognized, I'm spoken to on the basis of what people have seen, and I am asked to take, if they can take a photo with me. And so that makes me a global personality. What I touched on last week was this time coming from London. It was not only bumping into fans every 20 to 30 meters, but this time, once a day at least, over the course of the 25 days that I'm there, one of the people I would bump into would say, hey, I'm an actual client from yours when I was in Hong Kong. And half of those people who were bumped into were actually my clients, were wearing a Sam's jacket, and they opened up and showed me the label. So that's quite remarkable, right? So there's evolution even on the personality aspect, right? Do you get what I'm saying? I really just welcome great. There's a hair tutorial video all over my Insta, 2 of them. One of them which has over 500,000 views. So I've already done that. And then in the comments, right, a lot of people said, well, I said in the title, this is what you've asked for. So I generally give you guys what you asked for when there's a demand. And I've had so many hair tutorial questions. So there's hair tutorial videos all across my Insta. There's merch. It's on plentyofconsent.com. I need you in Hong Kong for 4 working days, but really I only need to see you once and I can ship it off to you. I don't really look at competition because what's the point? I'm just focused on my clientele. Suit is 1,000 sterling. Grind. You want to grow a business, you want to start a business. If you're not ready to grind 7 days a week, 4 a.m. to fucking 7 p.m. like a motherfucker, right? Then you're going to fail. So yeah, my merch is on plentyofconsent.com. It's irrelevant whether I feel the world is getting better or worse, right? Because we entrust our politicians to look after that aspect. But I can tell you the world is getting stupider, okay? There's a lack of value set and there's a lack of respect. And, you know, people think they can say what they want based on freedom of speech. People can think they can manipulate the English language in any way they want because they think it's funny. And people can think they can just hate on anyone they want because that's the era that they live in. No, you don't live in that era. You're a fucking minority. You know what I mean? And stuff. And I'm the big bad wolf, and I want to jump on assholes like that all the time. Why did I slow social media because of COVID? I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. I don't think it's easy anywhere to be successful, right? You could rake it in England, but you're paying 40% tax. I'm paying 17% tax here, right? You have big distances to cover in England, but then you have larger population base, right? I have small distances to cover in Hong Kong, but I have a smaller population base. So I don't think one place is tougher than the other. I'm not going to remember the cameos that I've done. I've done over 4,000 cameos in 2 years. I'm 100% Indian. I don't know how TikTok is telling me they've detected inactivity in my live when I'm touching the screen. What's the Asia Cup? Cricket? If it's cricket, I'm always going to take India. If it's soccer, I'm not interested and stuff. My favorite movie is probably Minority Report. That stars Tom Cruise. What's the best restaurant in Hong Kong? We don't do best restaurants and stuff. But today, when I do my shooting, I will plug the restaurant that I'm shooting for as the best restaurant in Hong Kong. I don't know why Hamas just doesn't give all the hostages back and ends this. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, I mean, other than that, I have no dog in that fight. My American customers always request the most basic of suits. They're very cowardly. I don't understand why they are so insanely conservative. It doesn't matter. I watch cricket as long as it's going on where I'm completely free and don't have to sleep or do anything else and stuff. So I watch bits and bobs of cricket. I watch a lot more before I had children. I wonder every day about expanding my business internationally. I don't know, bro. Esneil, you ask me all these questions. I don't know. Why don't you just start your fucking business where you are? Why start your business somewhere else? I don't mean to be a dick. You've got a great business idea. I've just told you that if you want to start a business, the way to make it successful is to just grind. You're going off the topic and stuff. Just start by working hard on your business. I'm South Asian. I'm 100% South Asian, but it's not about whether I support Palestine or Israel, right? I have no dog in this fight. Okay, what I'm saying to you guys is that what I don't understand after this long, right, is if Hamas want this all to end, why don't they just give the hostages back? That's all I'm asking, right? And stuff. You don't think I watch the kids who are whittled down to bone? You know what I mean? I'm talking about the war to my children every single day, right? I have no dog in the fight and I don't care. What I'm saying is, why don't Hamas just give the hostages back, okay? And maybe this thing will be over. And that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? Nothing to do with me and stuff. You know, I got my own fucking problems, right? We vest in the politicians that we elect. We vest in the politicians that we elect to handle this for us. And that's what we need to do. So don't be emotional about this and don't be judgmental about this kind of stuff. My favorite city in Thailand, I've only been to Bangkok, I think. I went to Pattaya and it was awful. So I can't really give you a great answer, but if you want the answer, then it's Bangkok. Favorite suit I probably created is this Piacenza 50% cashmere, 50% silk white suit for a guy called Art Friedland, who lives in Long Island. Staying in Hong Kong is all about manufacturing. You know what I mean? It's all about manufacturing. Can't replicate what I can do elsewhere. I'm not even going to get baited by you, Mosh. I don't think I've ever been to Milwaukee. I've been to Australia twice. This is a family business that has been running for 67 years. Are you guys drying up? I don't care about basketball, bro. You know what I mean? I support whoever LeBron James plays for, and I supported whoever Kobe Bryant plays for. I appreciate you, Barbados. I hope you will come to Hong Kong and purchase a suit from me. I've never been to Ireland. I'm not 6'7" tall. I have nobody I can hire. I'm not into pets. I'm into humans. I definitely continued the trajectory of my family business, but in my own way, without a doubt. My horse is injured. It's like a human being gets injured, like LeBron James gets injured, like CR7 gets injured. My horse is injured. What's there to understand about that? I'm 6'4" tall. You're asking me what is my favorite Premier League club? That by far is the stupidest question of the day. That far is the stupidest question of the fucking day, and so forth. I don't know if I should sign off on that. I really don't look ahead to tomorrow, so I don't even know what I have on the agenda tomorrow and stuff. So I can't really answer these questions about the future and all this shit. I'm not really a dreamer. I'm just basically a doer, right? If I don't do this podcast, right, then there is no chance of me ever having a podcast that takes off. Do I want this podcast to take off? Of course. Is it highly important to me in everything that goes on in my life? Absolutely not. No. Why am I doing this podcast? I've explained so many times. What is the birth of the Watchman Hour, right? I've got to be here for an hour and a half every Sunday morning till my dad shows up. So instead of twiddling my thumbs and doing nothing, I might as well have the opportunity to communicate with my fans and whoever else wants to have a chat with me. Favorite cricket prospect currently, I'm just going to stick with our current captain and not look at the younger guys. Hello, Chris. How are you? A suit is 1,000 sterling, everybody. Favorite superhero is Superman. I'm not hiring anybody right now. The books behind me are client order books. This crossing the road in life is difficult because you could get run over. So I don't really find anything difficult. If I die tomorrow, I won't regret anything. Trust me. I've done everything that I can do on a daily basis. I've tried to convince people of everything that I want to convince them of and guide them in the way that I think that they need to be guided. So I have no regrets and stuff. Others will have regrets when I'm gone. Does that make me happy? No. If I were to pick USA, Canada, Australia, UK as a place to move to, I would choose the United Kingdom because the culture is closest to mine, and I'll rank this for you. I'd move to Australia second. The culture is not as close to mine as it is, but I would be able to assimilate there and integrate there easily and make the effort to do so because it's a beautiful country, right? And it's not affected by the cold. Third, I would move to Canada. Taxes are very high. I would still learn a way to integrate. United States, never. Absolutely fucking crazy country, filled with fucking hate. I used to say this throughout the pandemic multiple times a day, right? Hate was born, created, and emanates from the United States. And that's that. I don't have much love for Fijian Indians. My father has a major award from the Fijian Prime Minister. I have a great rapport with the Fijian Prime Minister. I've done some great videos with him, one that went very viral. But I don't know, the Indians in Fiji consider them Fijians. So there's no, I mean, I would think that they would be more inclined to resonate with the fact that they're Indian, but no, they're not. They're actually, they're like, no, bro, I'm Fijian. No, bro, I'm Fijian. So then I've got nothing for them, bro. Do you guys have say? I hope I will leave Hong Kong. I think it's time for a change, right? I made suits for equal amount of British and American clients. They're my two biggest markets ever. So I couldn't really give you stats on that. Just come to Hong Kong, stay as long as you can. Preferably stay at the Ritz-Carlton, fucking best hotel here. Where would I want to move to? I want to find a cruise first that will run for 3 years and take me around the world, and I can get off at each city, and it has luxury accommodation. I'm sure there's stuff like that, but it's sickeningly expensive. So I really don't know, guys. I really don't know, right? Maybe I should go live in India since I've never lived there, and I'm Indian. I'm religious to a certain extent and to where it makes sense. I'm not overtly religious. I wouldn't mind opening up a branch in Japan. I think that would be a great idea, but I can't speak the language at all, not a word. So I think it's going to be difficult. I need to open up a branch in somewhere where English is easily interpretable. I'm from Hong Kong. I'm born and raised in Hong Kong. A suit is 1,000 sterling. I would love to move to Dubai. Yes, I'd love to open up a store in Dubai as well. No problem. If there's someone out there who wants to partner up and make this happen, then great. 5 days is the perfect amount of time to make a suit. Yes, I've never been to Greece. Would love to go someday. Hong Kong is an absolutely brilliant fucking place. I'm telling. If it wasn't brilliant, would I sit here and waste my time fucking being here? My store would do exceptional in Texas. I tried to collab with this guy in Dallas last year and stuff. I did everything my end to make his collaboration happen, but this guy wasn't interested. You've got to work. You have to have someone on the other end working. If they're not going to work and try and make it happen, then there's no point. Do you get what I'm saying? Right? It doesn't matter how much I believe and how much I want. Okay? It doesn't matter how much I believe, how much I want. Right? You've got to have someone on the other side wanting the same thing, at least the same thing, preferably more than the same thing. So that's what you see. Why are you guys like copying and pasting all this stuff? I just don't get it. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. My hairstyle is my hairstyle. I absolutely fucking love it. I mean, I love streaming also because I can just look at myself in 3 different fucking streams right now, and I'm just seeing me. I hardly sleep. Sleep is a problem. My most impactful business lesson is a stupid lesson, right? That, oh shit, you can't, I mean, it's the stupidest lesson. The pandemic came and wiped us out, right? Like, you can never be, all done, I can go. You can never be whatever, you know what I mean? Take anything for granted. Biggest lesson that I learned. Absolute biggest lesson I learned. All right, I'm going to say bye to Instagram. I appreciate you guys. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for joining me today. TikTok and YouTube, I'll stay on this for a bit with you guys, but I am grateful to you. So I'll continue to answer a couple of questions on TikTok and YouTube. But I will say bye to Instagram for now. And remember all the stuff I talked about today. And instead, remember, follow all 3 of my channels, because from yesterday onwards, all 3 channels are going to have different content. Yes, I still own my horse. I did not do anything to it. Saying bye to Insta now. If Oasis came to Hong Kong, I might go see him. I'm not really an Oasis fan. It don't really matter to me. Define capitalism. Give me the definition of it, and I'll tell you what I think of it. I've never had a Frank Muller. I wear this. I've met so many famous people in my store. I'm good at everything. I'm good at sports now as well. After the pandemic, I'm pulling do 1% of my business previously. It's really a tough ride. I'm fucking moody. I'm holding my piss. I'm tired from being out last night. You know what I'm saying? I am talking to people, and just getting hate on the screen. It's crazy and stuff. Can you blame me? When you come to Hong Kong purchase suit, I will espouse the values of each and every single one. I have so many famous clients. Who will I even start with? Let's start with the most recent ones I worked with. When I was in London, I worked with Alan Shearer, Matt Letizia, Les Ferdinand, James Beattie. There's James Beattie. There's four for you. You can purchase that kind of stuff for me to say on my Cameo. Historically, from this dawn of Cameo, I've been one of their leading creators. I have just the one store in Hong Kong. I'm okay, Joe. Like I said, I'm holding my fucking piss. In cricket? Are you talking about cricket? I appreciate you, Joe. I can't rank the most famous clients. I have too many of them. I appreciate you, Joe. I live in Hong Kong very much so. Do you live in Hong Kong? Hong Kong is amazing for a family holiday, whether you're a single, whether you're a couple, whether you're coming with one kid, two kids, three kids, four kids. The books behind me are client order books. Win in what? Win in what? In a cricket match? Did we really meet in the UK, Zone 2 all day? Where did we meet? Can you remind me? I have no favorites. I don't have a favorite suit type. Hi, Kanye. So when you come to Hong Kong, come and purchase a suit from me, Nicholas. I just stay focused. That's all I do. Yeah, Nicholas, I look forward to meeting and working with you in Hong Kong. It doesn't matter what's in fashion right now. What matters what you like, and I make you look amazing and handsome. My suits are 1,000 sterling. I bring my client's vision to life. Correct. Well done. Okay, we met at King's College. Gotcha. So when are you coming to Hong Kong to purchase a suit from me, or do you want to do it by mail? I have no plans to move right now. Yes, ma'am. What would you like? I'm done. Byra, I wonder if you're still there, but I just want to tell you that I appreciate you. And Lisa, I appreciate you so much as well. Will McDaddy, I appreciate you so much as well. You can buy shout outs on my Cameo. Cameo.com, Roshan Melwani, Sam Silla. You can have whatever you want, but I cannot conjure up fabric for you. Nicholas, you getting me really excited. I hope you will plan a trip to Hong Kong soon. Is anywhere other in China? Anywhere. Shanghai, Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Zhuhai. I'm up for any place in China. And I'll happily move. I can speak English. I appreciate you, Umsker Riot. Please continue to purchase cameos from me. Joe, I hope you make it over to Hong Kong. I'm telling you, I'm not just beautiful, I'm fucking majestic. I suggest you buy one suit first. Okay, so I appreciate you, Lisa. I appreciate you, Byrat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Will McDaddy. Let's say goodbye to YouTube now. I can't recall off the top of my head if I've worked with someone from Ecuador, but I have worked with people from